Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Simple Politics. So, originally I was gonna come make a video. Okay, the video that I was gonna make was regarding the voting that happened yesterday, where the EFF voted with the ANC, the DA, and all the other parties, and then MK and ATM voted together. And I saw a lot of back and forth on social media that the EFF is sold out. Don't. And I was also interested because I was not following. I was extremely busy yesterday. So I was not following as to what was happening. But as I was catching it in the comments and some glimpse, I could see that, okay, fine, the EFF voted because this was going to benefit the black people. But I'm gonna read what was the agenda, what were they voting on. I've got a few clips from the minutes that were taken in Parliament, so I want to read that. But as I was getting ready, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to shoot my video. Breaking news happened. Okay, breaking news happened that the ATM and the MK have agreed to work together. And I'm like, oh, what? Anyway, this, I feel like I'm gonna read the statement from the ATM, but I feel like this could go two ways. Yes. It could work really in favor of the ATM, as I said, because I feel like I didn't know the ATM. I've only started to know the ATM once they started to associate with the EFF, with the MK. And I started to really pay attention and listen to them, which I never used to before. So this could really benefit them, because also they're going to be members in the MK that don't necessarily agree with the MK or are not happy with the MK. And those people there will go to the ATM if they're not happy with the MK, right? Or it could go another way where the MK can swallow the ATM. The MK can swallow the ATM. So I don't know. It could go either way. But let's read the statement from the ATM. It says that for immediate release, statement on the meeting of Umkhonto Sizwe and the African Transformation Movement. Just before I read this statement, it also makes sense why yesterday the ATM and the MK voted together and they both said no. And then all the other parties, the EFF, the ANC, the DA, and all the others said yes. So now this kind of makes sense. And I saw a lot of people were saying, a lot of people from the EFF were saying, the people from the MK, yeah, they don't want to read in Tontoni. And I want to get right into that. I also want to get right into Darren, because Darren is the researcher for MK. And he was heavily criticized yesterday because he posted something, the EFF voted with the D and the A and the ANC, and the EFF voters came for him and said, read, Darren, you are the researcher. It's very dangerous for you to be a researcher that does not read, because you're going to find your party voting no on things that can benefit the black people. We're not going to vote no just for the sake of no. If this is going to benefit the black people, we will vote yes. Yeah, so yeah, he was very criticized, and I don't know if maybe Darren has chewed more has bitten more than he can chew. I don't know. I don't know if it's a great thing for MK. Maybe MK does need an experienced researcher. But I don't know. Let's get right into it. I almost said I'm running out of time. Someone said to me on my previous post, Zizi, don't say you are running out of time. This is your page. You can shoot as long as you want. Guys, the video, I don't want it to be that long. That's why I always say I'm running out of time. Let's get right into it. The statement from the ATM. Let's read that statement first. It says that the leadership of Umkhonto Sizwe, led by President Jacob Zuma, an African Transformation Movement led by the spiritual head Prof. Kesa Nongunga, held a bilateral meeting in Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, on Wednesday, the 5th of March 2025. The meeting discussed the two organizations' shared values, principles, and objectives. The MK and the ATM principally agree that the struggle for total emancipation of the colonized and oppressed people of South Africa is incomplete and needs to be unified response and common youth needs a unified response and a common action. Okay. The MK and the ATM unanimously agreed to work together on all political, community, and parliamentary programs and activities. The meeting mandated the Secretary General of both organizations to convene a smaller three-aside bilateral engagements which will work on the modalities of working together in all upcoming by-elections. Oh, okay. So they're not only just going to work together in Parliament, they're literally working together on everything. Working together in all upcoming by-elections. This is going to be good for ATM, yes? Towards 2026 local government elections and 2029 general elections. The modalities of MK and ATM working together will be presented to the leadership and membership of both organizations within the spirit of building unity of all progressive forces in South Africa. We jointly call on all progressive political formations and individuals in South Africa to support and associate with all revolutionary and long overdue efforts to unify all the progressive forces. Unity is the most important weapon in the war against colonialism and for total emancipation and freedom of our people. So as I said, this could be really good for Zungula because you know it gives you, it puts a spotlight, yeah, so it gives you some form of not popularity, but for people to sort of pay attention to you. Yeah, well, so this could be good for ATM. It could be good, it could be bad. We will see. I mean, 2029 is quite far, but 2026 is next year. So if they do well combined, then they can share their wards and don't like they can share. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Tell me if you think this is gonna be very good for them, or if you think it might disadvantage one. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's unity. So, I mean, what do I have to say? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, let's move right along. We are moving right along now to the part where the EFF voted with the ANC and the DA, and everybody was like, yeah, the EFF has sold out. And you never vote, you should never vote with the DA. No. Yay! Okay, let's get right into it. It says that there was an oversight that was done to begin with. Okay, let me read the introduction. I hope I don't run out of time. Please be patient with me. Introduction, it says that let me start here. It says the Portfolio Committee of Land Reform and Rural Development, having conducted an oversight visit in Mpumalanga province from 8 to 11 October 2024. So Ilandoza, the Committee of Land Reform and Rural Development, they conducted an oversight visit in Mpumalanga, October last year. So the report accounts for an oversight visit. So this is going to give us an overall of what happened when they did the oversight. This report accounts for an oversight visit of the Portfolio Committee of Land Reform and Rural Development to Mpumalanga from 8 to 11 October. The committee sought to gain insight of some of the key aspects of land reform, namely the functioning of the communal property associations as land holding entities, farmer production support units, and lived realities and experience of labor tenants and settlement of labor tenants applications. The significance of this oversight visit, the importance of the visit. Why did they go to Mpumalanga to do an oversight visit? The oversight visit was a first for the Portfolio Committee on Land Reform and Rural Development in the 7th Parliament. Apart from the crucial oversight and accountability focus, as outlined under the term of reference for the visit, it was also a platform for members of the committee to experience lived realities of land reform and rural development beneficiaries in various parts of the province of Mpumalanga. Further, The oversight visit took place a week prior to the consideration of annual reports of the Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development and related public entities. It thus played a crucial role in exposing the material conditions of land reform and rural development projects and beneficiaries. Then it says here, the year 2024 as the final year of MTSF period is an opportune period for some reflection on the effectiveness of the selected for this oversight visit. The National Development Plan and Medium-Term Strategic Framework provide an overarching framework for the assessing the extent to which relevant programs of the DALRRD have contributed to the improvement of the lives of the rural communities. The oversight visit is an important opportunity for the National Assembly through the committee to assess whether sustainable land reform envisioned in the NDP and MTSF is achieved. Three main areas of focus were the functioning and impact of land holding entities. Okay. Infrastructure development to support the farmer, production support units, the impact of interventions to expedite the resolutions of labor tenant applications in accordance with the diversities of the Land Claims Court and Constitutional Court. Composition of the delegation, the people that went there to do the oversight. The municipality delegation of 11 committee members participated during an oversight visit. The committee was supported a team of parliamentary support officials responsible for secretarial, procedural work, content advice, research support, logistics, language protection service. So the people that went there is Adams from the ANC, Lucas Mrara from the DA, Nana Matigizela from Umkhonto Wesizwe Mnxitama Madlala, from EFF Matthias, from EIFP Mngwango, from EUAT Mahlatsi, from Freedom From Plus I think it's Bishops. So MK had 2 representatives. Okay. The recommendations. Having interacted with the officials of the Department of Land Reform and Rural Development, provincially shared the service center, further having visited projects and interacted with beneficiaries, and in view of the observation and conclusions of this report, the committee recommends that the Minister of Land Reform and Rural Development should: 1. Submit to Parliament an action plan detailing how the department will resolve the challenges that were identified in all the projects visited by the Portfolio Committee in Mpumalanga Province. In addition, the action plan should comprehensively detail how the project will be assisted and must have time frames and exit strategy of the department of each project. Communal property associations too. Consider increasing human resources capacity within the department to focus on CPA support in line with the CPA Amendment Act 2018. In this regard, the minister should further engage the Minister of Finance to request for permission to make specific appointments to support the CPA's tenure reform branch and to advance the needed post-settlement support to the legal entities. Point 3. Develop mechanisms to monitor all CPA, their operations, and their capabilities to comply with the CPA and their respective constitutions as provided by CPA Act amended. 4. Conduct all full surveys of all CPAs across the country to determine which CPA have collapsed, are struggling, or are in distress. CPA running business and those with partnerships and those who have sole ownership of businesses submit a CPA turnaround support plan to Parliament by the end of financial year, e.g. March 2025. Review the structure of the CPA's annual report to include additional to compliance with the CPA report, land use and production, management of other resources other than the land. Further reflect on the socio-economic impact of CPA operations on the member and beneficiaries. 6. Where CPA has failed to hold ATMs, institute litigations to safeguard the assets of the community to avoid illegal and misuse of community resources and ensure that there are free and fair elections of new executive committee without delay. In addition, all matters related to membership verification must be concluded prior to AGMs. Fast-track transfer of land and issuing of title deeds. So, mina guys, I honestly don't understand Ukuti. What was there to disagree? Maybe because I don't understand English. On this thing that I just read, what was there to disagree about? Because it's a moving forward plan of what must be done. Or maybe mhlamba bayivanga indlela ebuzwe ngayo question. I don't know, guys. Please let me know in the comment section because I'm a little bit confused. I'm actually a bit confused now. What was there to agree about to begin with? Or am I the one who's lost? Am I the problem? Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zizi Paul Lupelwana. This is Simple Politics. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? Subscribe. It is free of charge. And I'm starting to post a bit of content on Facebook. Please go follow me on Facebook. My name is Zizi Paul Lupelwana on Facebook. You'll find me with an orange dress, okay? As I should. Please subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Number 1, is the ATM making a good decision, uniting with the MK? Will this benefit both of them? Will it benefit the black people? Number 2, what was there to disagree about on this thing that I just read? Because it's not making sense to me. Let me know in the comment section, guys. The struggle continues always, okay? Aluta continua. I'll see you guys on the next one.